Starting a business doesn't have to be scary, but it is important that you have a good contract to protect yourself. In this video, I'm going to share with you why it's important to have a virtual assistant contract and where you can get a good one. I'm Abby Ashley, founder of The Virtual Savvy. I've trained thousands of virtual assistants how to start their own business from scratch. They're now working from home, spending more time with their families, and saving up, contributing to their family income. Every single week, I release new videos sharing how to start, grow, and scale your business. So if you're interested in working from home, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified each time I release a new video. A lot of times when we think about having a virtual assistant contract or not having one, we kind of put ourselves in a best case scenario situation. We think, well, I know this person, or they were a personal referral, or they're my first client. I don't want to make them sign something. And so best case scenario, everything's going to be fine. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times it's going to be best case scenario. You're not going to have someone every single time come after you and sue you. However, it's so important to protect yourself and to protect your family that you do allow yourself just for a moment to think worst case scenario, someone does for some reason try to come after me because of a service that I did or because of a mistake that I made or for some reason. It's so important just to have a good contract in place to protect yourself. I have a Facebook community of over 40,000 virtual assistants, and it just makes me cringe when I see people ask, where can I get a free contract from? Here's the thing. If you're wanting to go with what is going to protect you most, finding some cut and paste template contract off the internet is not really going to do much for you, okay? You need a virtual assistant contract that is made specifically for VA, specifically for your business, so it can protect you. So you're wanting to keep your butt covered legally when it comes to your business. Here are 4 things that you can do. Number 1, have a contract. Have I said this enough already? Yes, you do need to have a contract, and I highly suggest having one that was created specifically for virtual assistants. That could be the one that we have on our Virtual Savvy website. You can go to thevirtualsavvy.com/store to grab that. Or it could be one that you get from another source, from an attorney that they create specifically for you. Whatever it is, have a contract. Don't just have a contract though. I need you to do number 2 as well, and that is understand your contract. Yes, I know sometimes contracts can be full of legal jargon, but it's really, really important that you understand what that legal jargon means. How is it protecting you? How is it protecting your business? If somebody asks you to sign a different contract other than the one you have, you need to know what that contract says as well. That's why we usually encourage you just have people sign your own contract. You don't need to sign 2 contracts, just sign one and make sure whatever you're signing that it makes sense to you, that you understand every element of it. Number 3, you'll want to get that contract signed by you and by your client. Now, there are a few tools that I recommend in order to get your contract signed. You don't have to wet sign it and then scan it, email it, have them print it, have them sign it, scan it, email it back to you. It doesn't have to work that way. There are some awesome free tools. 2 of my favorite are HelloSign and Docusign. Both of these are online document signing tools that you can use to digitally sign your contracts. They're completely valid. You have to click something saying that this does count as your actual signature. It's really easy to send a contract, have your client sign it, and send it back to you super, super quickly so you can get started working. And number 4, you'll want to refer to that contract as needed. Again, this shouldn't be something that you just sign and forget about. You should understand what your contract means to you and your working relationship. If for some reason your client wants to hire you for more hours or your contract changes in one way or another, that needs to be reflected inside of your contract, all right? You'll want to have them sign a new contract with those new terms. So you want to make sure to refer to your contract. If you're having trouble with payment, if your client isn't paying you on time or isn't paying you in the way that you agreed to, you'll have that contract to refer back to. It's one of the reasons why I really recommend having your client's physical address. Yes, it's fun to drop a surprise welcome gift in the mail or to send them a Christmas card, but it's also important if you do have to deal with the issue of non-payment, because if somebody doesn't pay you, you'll want to be sending them a certified letter explaining why they do need to go ahead and pay you immediately. It's so important to have their physical address for that reason. So I want to know from you, have you been using a contract so far? It's okay, you can be honest. Let me know in the comments below. Now, I know that a lot of you still have questions about how to protect yourself legally. I have an entire blog post devoted to this subject, and actually an entire interview with Danielle. She's the owner of Business Ease, and she's actually the attorney that created our virtual assistant contracts. I have an entire interview with her. You can check it out in the link below this video. Now, I know I said it's important for you to have a contract that was made specifically for virtual assistants, and that is what we have over at the Virtual Savvy. We have our VA toolbox. It's all of the contracts that you need to get started with your business. You'll also be able to contact Danielle directly, the attorney who created these contracts, if you do have questions about understanding your contract. Again, guys, it's so important to have a contract. Make sure that you understand it. It's the best way to protect yourself legally in your virtual assistant business. What other questions do you have about starting a VA business? I want to know in the comments below. Drop a note. We respond to your comments, and it helps me know what kind of videos to create in the future. That's it for me. Again, remember to be protecting yourself, be protecting your business, and let's get out there and get some clients.